Love you, big dog. He says, what are your thoughts on the O-line as of right now? Is Luke Wattenberg likely to be the starting center, or will there be some competition? Also, how do you feel about the O-line's depth? So first things first, this is such an odd misconception that the casual Bronco fan, not you guys, you're the hardcore whack jobs like us. Okay. So you're the sick maniacs. This is not you, but the casuals. And I always use my dad as an example, but he's a guy that he'll read a headline here and there during the off season, but he's one of those wake me up when the season starts kind of guys. And then he'll watch the games. He's not listening to podcasts. He's not reading too many articles, but he's here for the games. You talk to a good chunk of the casuals, Zach, the perception they have is that the Broncos O-line sucks, that it's still a really bad unit. And I think a big part of that is because it was such a trope for so long post Peyton Manning, and even during some of the Peyton Manning years, Zach, that it's just one of those things that it's kind of sticking. But Sam, and I'm not saying this is you, obviously, Sam, we all have to remember this was a top 1 or 2 ranked offensive line in the NFL last year in pass blocking and run blocking. So they're returning. The good news, Zach, all 5 starters. I'm stoked on it. And Wattenberg's probably, if you got to find a weak link, he's probably the weak link, but he's coming back, contract year. I'm happy with the starting 5, but what are your answers here for Sam?
Anyone that would tell you the Broncos have a crappy O-line is telling on themselves. That would be, like Chad said, a casual or low IQ fan. I'm not afraid to say it. The Broncos O-line is probably one of, if not the best in the entire NFL based on the stats and metrics and data, and as well as Bo Nix plays. So I agree with Chad. I like the starting 5. Wattenberg is really the only question mark, but Sean Payton seems to love him. If there's anyone, Chad, that could push him, maybe Clay Webb, the undrafted lineman. They gave him a hefty signing bonus, but I think Wattenberg is locked and loaded for the starting job again.